Welcome to my channel. My name is Zola and today we're going to be doing a quick Pilates workout that involves a lot of stretchy, feel-good movements. I'm going to be using 2 sets of weights, one 5-pound weight, nothing too heavy. I wouldn't go much heavier than that if I were you. And 2 1-pound weights. Again, I wouldn't go heavier than 1 or 2 pounds because we're going to be doing movements like the 100 with the weights in our hands just to add a little extra something to it. So let's get started. Alrighty, starting in a Pilates V, so your heels are together and your toes are separated about a fist distance apart, maybe a little bit wider, but not much wider. Let's take genie arms, stacking one arm over top of the other, pressing each arm into each other. Standing up nice and tall, come onto the ball of the right foot, lifting the heel, and then peel the toes off of the mat, bringing the elbow to the knees without interrupting the torso, and then bring it back down. So heel up, point the toes to lift the knee, toes down, heel down. Keep going, heel lifted, and as you lift those toes off of the mat, you grow taller in your opposite standing leg. So grow taller as the foot comes off of the mat. Heel down. One more time on each side, this tempo. Toes down, heels down. One more time. Heel up, lift. Keeping the upper body as steady as possible. Now let's flow through that movement, lifting the knee up and down. Stand strong in that standing leg. Lift and down. 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Good. Release the arms, grab your heavier weight. You only need one. Place it in the right hand. I'm mirroring you, so that's why I'm having it in my left hand, but you'll have it in your right hand. Let's go parallel with the legs, hip distance apart, a slight bend in the knees, and the opposite hand is behind the head. Pull the front ribs to the back ribs. Now from here, just side bend over to the right. Let the weight of the weight take you down and hold for a second. And then bring it up with control. So just a little feel-good stretch. You're working the obliques in the process, but this is more of a feel-good stretch than it is anything else. Side bend, hold at the bottom, and then use your obliques to lift you back up. So inhale, and exhale to come back up. Again, side bend and hold. And bring it up like you're between 2 panes of glass. Try to not lean forward or arch back. And bring it up. Keep going. 3 more times. 3. And lift. And 2. Hold at the bottom. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale to come up. And go ahead. Switch hands. Opposite hand behind the head. Remember, front ribs to back ribs like you're between 2 panes of glass. And side bend over to the left. Hold at the bottom and exhale to come up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Whew, this side is much tighter for me, so the stretch feels really good. And bring it up. And as you side bend, feel that opposite foot pressing down into the mat even more. And bring it up. Let's do 5 more on this side. 5. 4. 3, inhale down. Ooh, exhale up. 2 more. Side bend. 1 more time. Ooh, that side. Ooh, felt really good. Alrighty, grab your weight in both hands. Arms are straight down in front of you. Roll those shoulders down and back. Keep that bend in your knees. And from here, curl chin to chest and start to round down. Sort of like the push down on the Wonder Chair. If you've ever been on the Wonder Chair or used the Wonder Chair before, this is an exercise that you would do. And then from here, just come 2 inches up on an inhale. Exhale, go down a little bit lower, only as far down as your tailbone can continue pointing down to the floor. Inhale, bring it up. And exhale, press down. Inhale up 1 more time. Exhale, press down, pull the ribs and the waist up to the ceiling as the body goes down, and then roll your body all the way up. Head is the last thing to lift. Oh, let's do that 2 more times. It feels really good on the spine. Chin to chest, round it down. Let the arms be nice and heavy, a slight bend in your knees, weight equal across the balls of the feet, and then roll up 2 inches. And exhale down. And roll up. And exhale down. 1 more time, round it up. And exhale, press down. And then roll all the way up. Ooh, that feels so good. 1 more time, round all the way down. Again, as I round down, I'm trying to keep my tailbone pointing down to the floor and not the wall behind me. Inhale, roll 2 inches up. Exhale, deepen the abdominals to round down. Inhale, roll up with the abdominals. Exhale, pull the belly in and up to round down. 1 more time, inhale up. Exhale down. And roll all the way up. Head is the last thing to come up. Whew, you should be about 2 inches taller now. Go ahead, drop the weight down to the ground and meet me on the floor. Alrighty, grab your lighter set of weights. Again, just 1 pound. 1 pound will be plenty. And lie on your back. Let's go into footwork, something we would normally do on the reformer, but we're going to do it on the mat today. Keeping the arms long by your sides. Lift the chest up. And then hover the arms off of the mat just a couple of inches. The knees and feet are together, inner thighs squeezing tight, and the feet are flexed hard. Stretch your legs to your high diagonal, squeezing those inner thighs together, and then pull the knees back into the chest. Inhale to stretch out. Deepen the belly to the spine as your legs stretch, and then bend your knees. Again, stretch out. Find that 100 position, and then bend your knees. A hard flex with the feet. So pinky toes really pulling back. And then pull it in. Arms are reaching long and strong. Find that 2-way stretch as the heels reach away. The belly is scooping up towards your ribs, and then pull it in. Keep going. 3 more. 3. And 2, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Keep the squeeze of the inner thighs as you bring the knees to the chest. 1 more time. Stretch. And bend your knees. Let's rest the head for a second. You can look right and left if you need to stretch your neck. Good. Center the head. Point through the toes. Again, let's lift the chest, reach the arms, let the arms hover a couple of inches, and find your 100 position. I'm going to go on a higher diagonal than normal because I'm going to drop the legs a little lower later. We are going to hold this in an isometric hold instead of pumping the arms. Inhale for 5 counts, and exhale. Inhale. So it's the 100 without the pumps. I'm squeezing the inner thighs. I don't have the normal heels together, toes apart. My feet are all the way together, but the toes are pointed. Shoulders down. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Let's start pumping the arms carefully. We have those 1 pound weights in the hand, so it's a little bit more challenging. And if you can, lower the legs a little bit further. 2 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Bend the knees to the chest. And then rest the head. Beautiful. That was not easy. So I did fewer reps because we have more weight in the hands. And I don't want anyone to hurt themselves. So, including myself. Reach the arms up to the ceiling. From here, reach the arms back by the ears. Let the ribs come off of the mat. Let the shoulders come to the ears for a feel-good stretch. Take a breath. Reach the arms back up to the ceiling. Let's do that 1 more time. Reach the arms back. Let the ribs come up. Let the shoulders come up to the ears. My heels are pressing down. My legs are squeezing together. And reach the arms up to the ceiling. From here, pause. Just lift the chin towards the chest and try to get your ears next to your biceps. Not easy. And then put the head back down. And again, lift the ears up towards the biceps. Good, and bring it down. This time we do the full roll up, so ears next to biceps. Try to keep that as you round yourself up and over. And then roll it down. One more time, chest up first, ears next to biceps. Roll it up. And roll it down. Starting over from the top, reach the arms back by the ears, lift the ribs, lift the shoulders just because it feels good. We still have a two-way stretch here. I'm reaching my heels forward, but pressing them down and reaching the knuckles back. Arms up to the ceiling. One more time, reach the arms back, shoulders up, ribs up. Something I don't normally say, reach the arms up. 2 times we just lift the chest and then lower it down. One more time, just lift the chest and lower it down. Roll all the way up. Reach the arms forward. Don't collapse in the upper body, so don't collapse the upper body towards the legs. And one more time, all the way up. And roll it down. So hopefully that felt nice. You can put your arms down. I'm going to scooch down a little bit. Let's reach the arms out to the side. You can keep your weights in your hands. I learned this nice stretch from Kathy Ross Nash. I love her, Pilates queen. So reach your leg up to the ceiling, and let's flex through both feet. So from here, cross the leg over to the opposite side. Look towards the right as the leg goes to the left. And then bring the leg back to the ceiling and then open it to the side. Look the opposite direction of the leg, whichever leg you're using. And then bring it back up to the ceiling. This should just feel really good. You can lift your hips to twist and reach the leg. Look the opposite direction. Feel the twist of the spine. Bring it back up. And other way. Good, bring it back up. And one more time like that. And other side. Woo. Good. From here, bring the arms down by your sides, but have the tops of the weight pressed down into the mat. Really use those arms. Point through the top foot. Circle 5 times for 5. If you need to bend the opposite knee, feel free. 4, 3, keep the body steady. 2, and 1. Reverse the circle. Out, down, cross it over, and lift. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep that top leg lifted. Curl chin to chest, palms face down, hovering the arms off of the mat. Point through the other toes and lift that opposite leg off the mat. Single straight leg stretch. Pull the top leg twice and switch. So we don't get to use the hands to pull the top leg, which makes us work the abdominals a little bit harder. And pull, pull. Pull, pull. Pull, pull. One more time each side. And switch. Let's put the leg down. Hopefully the other side is lifted. My left leg is up now. Arms reach wide to the side. Let's flex both feet and then cross the leg over as you look the opposite direction. Whew, that's a big twist. You can inhale and exhale to bring it back center. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale, bring it back up. One more time, each side. And lift. Inhale. And bring it back up. Arms down by your sides. The heads of the weight are pressing into the mat. Point the top toes. Cross over. Down, around, and up. Single leg circles for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. 4, 3. Trying to smooth out my circles too. And 1. Again, we go into the single straight leg stretch. Palms face down, hover the arms, lift the chest, lift the opposite leg, pull, pull, and 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees to the chest. Stretch your legs long on the mat, reach the arms up to the ceiling, and then do a full roll up to seated, flowing through those exercises. All right, roll yourself up. Keep the arms lifted for sauce seamlessly. Open the legs and arms out to the side. Your legs will be wider than your mat. Your arms are reaching to the side with the shoulders down. Twist the ribs to the right, and then reach it forward. Pinky finger to pinky toe. Roll yourself up and twist the other way. As I round down, I'm pulling my ribs and waist back. Again, I don't collapse over the leg. I'm still lifted and rounded. Roll it up and twist. Exhale to round down. Inhale up. Exhale, round down. Ooh, that feels nice. Inhale up. One more time each side. Exhale to round down. Keep that back arm lifted. Last one. Exhale down. Keep the back arm reaching and lifted. And roll it up. Beautiful. Bring the legs together and roll right back down to the ground. Let's flip over onto the belly. Good. From here, I'm going to press my knuckles together. Our elbows are out wide to the side, and just let my forehead lightly rest on top of those knuckles. Pull the belly button away from the floor and squeeze the legs together. From here, lift the chest off of the mat and hold. Reach the arms out to the front, out to the side, and as I reach back, I lift the chest a little bit higher. Good. I bring the knuckles under my forehead again, and then bring everything down. So sort of like T-pull on the reformer, without the straps though, reach, or the reformer. And then circle the arms out to the side. As I reach the arms back, I lift the chest a little bit higher by lengthening, not by crunching. Hands underneath the forehead, bring the chest down. Again, squeeze those legs together, pull the belly button up, lengthen to lift, reach the arms long, circle them back. Lift the chest, squeeze. Hands under the head and down 2 more times. Lift the chest, reach, circle, lift the chest higher. Hands under the head and down 1 more time. Circle it back, lift higher, and bring it down. Beautiful. Come up onto the elbows. The heads of the weights, again, are pushing down into your mat. As I do that, I pull the belly button away from the mat. And then I bring my shoulders away from the ears. From here, I look to the right. Good. Start to drop the chin down towards the shoulder, down towards the chest, center the head, circle towards the opposite shoulder. Look, and then look forward. Other side. So I'm looking left. I'm dropping my chin down to the shoulder, down to the chest, stretching the neck, letting the head be heavy, looking to the right, and then back to center. One more time, each direction. Look over, circle the head down, let the head be heavy at the bottom. It feels so good. And center one more time. Look, and then drop the chin. Drop the head, circle it, and then look forward. And then let's press back to a child's pose. I'm gonna just leave my weights there. Reach the arms long, let the legs or the knees be the distance of the mat. Whew. And then roll yourself up. Whew, that feels so good. Flip yourself back over onto your back. Grab those weights again. The weights just make everything feel a little bit more juicy, and I love it so much. So for a little bit of shoulder bridge, bring your knees and your feet together. Your heels are, I want to say, a few inches in front of your fingertips, so not too close but not too far, somewhere in between. Squeeze everything together, and let's just do some pelvic tilting first to warm up the pelvis. Not that it's not warm yet, but let's just do it. So curl the tailbone under and press the low back down into the mat on an exhale. Inhale, release. Exhale, curl the tailbone under, tilt the pelvis back. Think of your pubic bone reaching back towards your belly button. And then inhale, release. Exhale, tilt the pelvis back. Inhale, let it go. Let's do our full shoulder bridge. So curl the tailbone under and roll the hips up off of the mat, peeling the spine off of the mat one bone at a time, keeping the inner thigh squeezing, and then roll yourself all the way down. And again, curl the tailbone under. Find the back side of the legs. Push the heels down into the mat. Can you feel your glutes? Can you feel your hamstrings? Can you feel the quads lengthening? Roll the spine down. Good, let's add a little extra something, something. So curl the tailbone under, roll the hips up. Once you're at the top, reach the arms back. If that's uncomfortable for you, keep those arms down by your sides. That's totally okay. From here, roll the spine down. You feel a little extra stretchy action in your thoracic spine. It feels so good. Bring the arms back down once the hips are down. Again, curl the tailbone under. Roll the hips up to the ceiling. Keep the inner thigh squeezing. Again, can you feel the hamstrings? Can you feel the glutes? Reach the arms back by the ears. Roll the spine down. Once your hips are down, the arms come back down by your sides with control. One more time like that. Curl the tailbone under. Roll the hips up to the ceiling. Reach the arms back. And then roll the spine all the way down, and then reach the arms back down. That feels so delicious. Alrighty, going into a side elbow plank, forearm plank. I'm going to start with my right arm down, keeping one weight in my hand. Let's move the other one out of the way. So you have a few options, either stacking the legs, placing one leg in front of the other, or placing one knee down for your side plank. Just make sure the elbow is underneath the shoulder. I'm going to attempt to stack both of my legs on top of each other, but you have options to modify if needed. So lift those hips off of the mat. Find your side plank, lifting that bottom hip away from the floor, stacking the hips. From here, keeping the elbow slightly rounded, sort of doing a chest fly, opening the arm up to the ceiling. I'm following the hand with my eyes. If you can, try to do that. And lift. The weight is very light. This is more about your balance and your obliques working and staying strong. Up and down. Do two more here. Lift and lower. One more time. Up and down. Lift the arm and hold. Lift the top leg. Up and down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hips down, bend your knees, place your weight down. Let's do a little mermaid. So grab a hold of your top shin, really make a tight little ball. But my legs are not stacked, it's one over top. How do I explain this? One on top of the other? They're staggered. My legs are staggered. Reach your opposite arm by your ear. Try to pace your arm next to your ear. Lift up and over into your mermaid. And then bring that elbow down. Oppose that other side. Bend. Good. Again, find your mermaid. And bring it down. Find your opposing side. Bend. One more time. Pace the arm next to the ear. And then side bend. And then bring it back to center. Switch sides. For your side plank, don't forget your weight. Onto your elbow. Whatever legs you choose to do, lift those hips, make sure they're stacked and strong. A slight bend in the elbow, we lift and we lower. We lift and lower. 3. You do not have to follow the hand if you don't want to, if that's too much to balance. One more time. Up and down. Lift that arm and hold. Lift the top leg 5 times. Up and down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Close the legs, drop the hips, release the weight, stagger the legs, bring them nice and close, hold on to the top shin, and mermaid. And opposing side bend. And again, lift. I told you this one would feel really good. A very stretchy Pilates workout. One more time. And side bend. And then come center. And then let's stand up one more time for our ending. So you no longer need your weight, so I moved mine off to the side. And from here, let's stack the arms again. This time, the opposite arm from the beginning of the workout, if you can remember, will be on the top. And then press those arms into each other. My legs are squeezing together. Let's lift the heels off of the mat. Bend your knees, but keep the heels lifted. Keep the spine tall. Heels come down and straighten your legs. 4 steps, so lift the heels up, bend your knees, heels down, and stretch. 2 more. Up and bend. Woo, lost my balance. Bend, down, and stretch. Lift the heels up. Keep those ankles reaching together. Heels down, and stretch. Reverse, so bend the knees first. My balance is not too great right now, but that's okay. I'm only human. Again, knees bend, heels up. Maybe I need to slow down a little bit. Stretch the legs and heels down. 2 more times. So tall spine as you bend the knees, lift the heels up. Stretch the legs and squeeze. Heels down 1 more time. And heels up. Woo! Stretch and heels down. Bring the arms down by your sides. And you should be about 2 inches taller after all of that. I feel so long and so lengthened. Hopefully you do too. Again, my name is Zola. Please like and subscribe. Leave a question, a comment, anything you want, and I will see you next time. Thanks for joining.